This is Mark Anthony with Mercury Time Price Analytics with a special video regarding crude oil algorithms and bond algorithms. The question I get asked most often is, do you have a crude oil algorithm? The answer is yes. The second question is, do you have a bond algorithm? Now, the reason we get asked about crude so often is because it's very difficult to program a crude oil algo because of the volatility, because what you have to do is you have to tone down that sensitivity, but at the same time not desensitize the algo to the point that it's numb and it doesn't trigger properly and it gets in late. ES is frankly fairly easy to program, but here's the problem with most automated systems. They're based in large part on price. Well, price is linear. Think about it. I mean, price hypothetically goes from 0 to infinity. So how do you anchor something that's based on price? Well, you can't do it repeatedly. And so you have to anchor the algorithm with time. If you've ever studied or read anything of W.D. Gann's work, you cannot be accurate with algorithms, with these types of things, if you don't understand time mechanics and time cycle mechanics and Hurst cycles. So you have to get the time component right first. Once you get the time component right, then you can build all sorts of algorithms around that. For example, for bonds and crude oil, we've got a day trading algorithm and a swing trading algorithm. Well, who day trades bonds? Well, you don't get in and out, because if the system is configured properly, it's going to find that one high probability trade and stay in it all day. And the same thing with crude. What you're pardon me, what you're looking at on the chart is our bond swing algorithm. Swing along at 157.06. Is that as pretty as it gets? And this did not even sniff getting out. Now it may possibly either consolidate and go higher, or this could turn over and trigger a short. But that's as pretty as it gets. We take our proprietary time price algorithm, and then we take our daily algorithmic bull bear pivot. This is one simple line. We put this out around 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and that is one single pivot all day long. You combine the two and you get something that is remarkably accurate. I want you to think for a moment how stout the underlying math has to be in terms of time cycle dynamics to be able to come up with one single price, 8 o'clock in the morning. And we do the same thing with ES, with NQ, with SPY, with Apple, with Microsoft. And it is simply the single line of demarcation for that day. And I'll show you that on crude in a minute. But the algo runs continuously, and this is done one time a day. And when I show you the crude chart, it is unbelievable how price is magnetized over and over and over again, because this algo is embedded with a time cycle mechanic. It's the only way you can do this and have it just spot on accurate day after day after day after day. Now, what's interesting is when you program algos, you might find an algo that gets day trading right and just can't do swing trading at all. Or you might find one that does swing trading and it just chops you to death when you're using it for day trading. Well, the reason that our algos work for day trading, for swing trading, for even longer term position trading is because everything is anchored to the time cycle mechanics. And again, if you take Charles Angus Hurst, look him up on Wikipedia, Australian mathematician, one of the most brilliant mathematicians of the 20th century. If you take those key elements from Hurst cycles and you marry it with W.D. Gann, And then you take some other things that I guarantee you nobody else on the market is doing, period. And you put that all together, this is what you get. And let me just pull the chart out a little bit. In fact, this is the March contract. Let me flip over to the continuous because that one already has labels. So here you go. So here you have the algo getting long, 155, 155, 15, 16. Stays long all the way up into, looks like 158, 16. Then it gets short, and down here to 157, 17, and it gets long. And then it gets short at 158.01. And then it gets long at 156.09. And then it gets short at 157.19. And then it gets long. This is a video is being recorded on January 15th. Yesterday at 157.06. Now, I'm going to prove to you that I mean what I say when time is more important than price. So often, the trades trigger right around this single daily bull bear pivot. So let's switch over here. What price did this trigger at? 157.06. What was our single daily bull bear pivot? On this day, on the 14th, 157.08. I defy anybody to do that. I don't care if you're an institutional trader. I don't care if you work for a bank. I don't care. I would like to see somebody do this because it doesn't exist. And what's really neat is our systems are built for individual traders. I mean, God bless the institutions. You know, they have a job to do and they do it well. They have enough stuff. This is for you. This is for individual traders. We've got ES algos. We've got NQ, bonds, crude oil. I will put this bond algo up against anybody, anytime, anywhere, period. Send me an email at markanthony@mercurysignals.com. markanthony@mercurysignals.com. If you want to have a third party run the tests, I will do that all day long. So let's look at crude. All right. So wide shot first. Long 61.46. Short 64.19. Long 62.85. Short 63.51, and it stayed in it all the way down to here. And it's just as I'm recording this, it had flipped long now. And again, what I showed you a minute ago, where the algo triggered at the same price as the single daily bull bear pivot. So here's your single daily bull bear pivot. It's a little bit obscured. So for January 15th, 58.14, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now tell me, can you find any other price on this chart that is the single line of demarcation? Not just for today, because this was run this morning, but yesterday too. Look at that. Now, this where did this trigger short today? You probably know the answer. Right here. So we have an automated algorithmic oscillator that somehow manages to trigger at the exact price of our single daily bull bear pivot that's put out at 8 o'clock in the morning. And when did this trigger? Triggered short a couple hours after this was put out. Okay, simple. Our service is ridiculously low priced, not just compared to other systems that are out there, but it's ridiculously low priced because, again, I defy any institutional algo anywhere, period, to outperform our system. It does not exist. I will say that till I'm blue in the face, until somebody proves me wrong, and you can't. All right. And trust me, it is not my nature to talk like that, but sometimes that's what it takes to get people to try something that is going to benefit them and benefit their family for a very long time. So let me just close by switching back to our ZB chart, because that has the website, mercurysignals.com. We're running a special. And the way this particular package works, it's combined bonds, ZB, and crude oil. You get both of them for the same price. We've got a separate subscription package for ES, but we keep them separate so that way if you trade all three of those, fine. But if you're just a crude oil trader, and look, if you're a crude oil trader and you don't trade bonds, or you're a bond trader and you don't trade crude oil, we've priced this so low. I mean, look, this one trade today would pay for the prescription, there you go, the subscription for quite a long time. We give you a free trial. We bill weekly, not monthly. The reason we bill weekly, not monthly, is we want people to be able to quit any time they want. If you're not happy with our system, we're not going to say, well, you know, yesterday we just billed you for the month, so tough darts. Doesn't work that way. You get a free trial. You get billed weekly. The reason we do that is because there is nothing else that does what our system does, period. The way we communicate this information to subscribers is we have a live chart feed on Zoom, and on that live and we have a Slack channel too, so we can communicate and provide commentary, analysis, charts. But on the live chart, it's divided into 4 panes. So the top left, you've got the bond day trade algo. Right below that, you have the bond swing trading algo. On the top right, you have the crude oil day trading algo. Below that, you have the crude oil swing trading algo. And that's on a live chart on Zoom. It runs every minute that the market is trading. And we built this system to be visual, so it's very, very, very easy to interpret the signals. And here's something that I think should prove the point of why we're doing this. We're doing this to help people. The tutorial video that we give our subscribers who have the bond and crude oil membership. We put our tutorial video on public access YouTube. Why? Because we have nothing to hide. We want people to know how simple this system is. We don't protect that tutorial video behind a firewall. So please check out our website, mercurysignals.com. Try the free trial period. Watch the system work. You're going to have access to the day trading and swing trading algos for bonds, for ZB, and for crude oil CL. And trust me, you will be thankful that you took the time to try out the free trial. So our website is mercurysignals.com. You can email me at markanthony, just like it sounds, markanthony@mercurysignals.com. Thank you so much for spending the last 13, 14 minutes with us. We really, really appreciate it. Whether you choose to try out our service or not, time is so precious. Everybody is so busy that if all you do is watch this video, we really, really do appreciate it. God bless you. God bless your family. And we hope to see you again soon.